Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to optimize your PC for the lowest ping possible, best performance, because it can make a difference. Also, I gotta say, don't just like do all of this at once and see if it lowers your ping. Test out each and every part. Maybe not each and every part, but make sure you test out things, especially if it seems like you think you heard something else about it or something. But like, I tested all these all work for me. 90% of these on optimization videos that work for other people. So yeah, test everything. Also, tell me what optimization you see my PC doesn't have that I should fix or change. Also, let me know if it like feels a little more delayed or anything like that. Like if it's like feels weird or something. If you don't think it's right, let me know. You could be doing something wrong and stuff. So yeah, you can show me. Make sure your comment works, because YouTube filters everything. Search restore point. If something somehow goes wrong, or it's like not for your settings, or you don't like it, or whatever you mess something up, create a system restore. Create. Oh yeah, create. Even though I can be lower ping than this, like 12, because I got good Wi-Fi. You're gonna see other types of delays that just like go away, like things register more and stuff when you optimize your PC. And I'm doing this video for people. I would help my friends with it and they would notice a difference, and yeah, now I could just send them the link. And at first I listened to other optimization tips and videos, and I kind of messed up my PC, because that's not the best idea. That's why you want to create that system restore point, and I didn't know that then. First we're gonna go into Windows. Alright, so go into System. You can do this. This doesn't have to do with performance, but this is something you can do to lower like blue light, and it's gonna make you go to sleep easier and things like that. Like blue light isn't good for you, so I use night light. You can change the strength and stuff. Notifications and actions, turn that off. Turn everything off. Focus assist, turn that off. Go to additional power settings. High performance, change plan settings. Change advanced power options. This shouldn't be on high performance, it'd be on ultimate performance. This is kind of like hidden, but that's how you do that. Wireless adapter options, maximum performance. If you have to do high performance, then do that. PCI Express, link power, turn that off. Processor power management, I messed up my thing because this YouTuber told me to put on 100%. I put it to 5%. Turn off storage sense. You can turn that on, keep that on, but it might make a small performance difference. It did for me. Look it up and make sure you're not using anything for that. Tablet, never use tablet mode, or don't switch to tablet mode. Multitasking, turn off snap windows and timeline. Personalization, you can turn it onto a solid color instead of a background, so it'll say picture solid color. I changed it to a solid color. This also didn't make much of a difference, but it did make a difference a little. Apps, offline maps, turn off metered connections and map updates. Delete all maps. Startup, check your startups. This actually is like makes a pretty big difference. And Discord especially, you want to turn off the startup on that, and you'll stop having problems with it. Gaming, I turn off the turn off the Xbox game bar. You would think that it would help, but it actually makes it way more delayed. It's really weird. Put all this on like the lowest things, because like you're not gonna need this if you're not using Xbox game bar. So turn off the recordings and 30 minutes off. When I record a game, off. Capture mouse and cursor and recording off. Video quality standard. Then game mode, you can turn this on or off, see which helps you. Some people like it on, some people like it off. I like it off. I had it on for the longest time though. I turned it off recently. In here, I turned off narrator. I didn't even see this in an optimization tip. I just turned it all off. In general, you want extra things, or things that you know are extra, off. And I just found this and it made it feel better. Update security, make sure you check for updates every day. And yeah, it's up to date. Okay, the next thing, GeForce Experience. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you want GeForce Experience. Drivers. Game ready driver, make sure you have the game ready driver, and check for updates for this, and make sure you always have the most recent one. Right click NVIDIA control panel, make sure use the advanced 3D image settings, put it on performance. You just had to wait for it to load up. manage 3D settings. You can't just do like global settings. I did the program settings. I was an extra YouTuber. Global settings is probably better. Image sharpening off. Ambient occlusion off. Anastrophic filtering off. And aliasing FXAA off. Anti-aliasing gamma correction off. Mode off. Setting off, none. Transparency off. Background application max frame rate off. Kudos GPUs. Make sure you use select all your GPUs. So yeah, GTX super. If I click this, make sure you click that. I'm using the global setting, and yeah, as long as it's on all. Low latency mode, you can turn that on or off. I turn it on because Fortnite overrides it, and it feels higher when I use that on. Also, you can put it to ultra, see what works. Max frame rate 120 FPS. It when you cap your max frame rate, for me it lowers delay, for other people it might not. Multi-frame sample AA off. OpenGL render GPU, select your GPU. Power management mode, prefer maximum performance. Preferred refresh rate, highest available. Shader cache on. Texture filtering, sample optimization on. Negative LOD bias, allow. Quality, texture filtering quality, high performance. Texture filtering, channel layer optimization on. Thread optimization auto. Triple buffering off. Vertical sync off. Virtual reality pre-rendered frames 1. Processor, put it on your graphics card instead of CPU. At first it didn't help me, then it did. I'm not exactly sure how that worked. I think it had to have been a setting that I changed, but for me this definitely helps. Well, check and see if it helps, but it should. It feels a little delayed now because I'm recording. Also, I don't normally play at this time, and that's why I sound tired. Even though it's not that I'm tired, I just don't play now, or I feel gross. Also, my hands are tired. I'm also sore. Okay, so I figured this out, and now I'm gonna try ultimate performance. It feels slow. Oh, never mind. That was just me. It doesn't feel much different though. It shows up here now. Like now it shows up here once you press change plan settings, change advanced power settings, change all of these and stuff. But like once you press this, that is how it saves. I forgot to mention this. Settings, network and internet. This is the big difference. Alright, so change adapter options. So this is more for if you're using an Ethernet. If you're not using an Ethernet, you might want to look up your properties. But for what I have, properties, uncheck these first two. Oh, and if you don't have an Ethernet, go get an Ethernet. Figure something out to get it, like a long Ethernet or something. Just save up for that. It'll be worth it. So Internet Protocol version 4. Try to find the best DNS server you can find. This is the most common, best one. I searched a bunch of ones and this somehow ended up being the best one. I don't understand how. Should have been a different one. But yeah, if you want to find the best one for you, search a DNS benchmark. It gets kind of confusing, but for the most part you can use this. And to test how good it is, command, this should pop up, command prop, ping space 8.8.8.8, enter. And so these are the two common ones, 8.8.8.8. so I'm gonna average of 21 ms, then ping 1.1.1.1, enter. I'm getting an average of 19 ms. Oh, that's interesting. I'm actually lower ping on 8.8.8.8, but I guess this is lower right now or something. And let me go back into this. I'm gonna do this quick. Adapter option, properties. So yeah, once you uncheck the first two, also uncheck Internet Protocol version 6. Configure, advanced. This should pop up. So ARP flow disable, flow control disable, green Ethernet disable. You can use these though, energy efficient and green Ethernet. It don't matter as much. interrupt moderation disable, IPv4 checksum offload disable. You can use jumble frames and stuff and see how much that helps. I disable it because I don't think it works, and I'm not gonna try. It's gonna be complicated. Then all the large send offloads, you want all these offloads, so large send offload, disable. NS offload, you want that enabled. That's the one you want enabled. Maximum number of RSS queues, that should be on 4 queues already. Power receiving mode disable. Receive buffers, you probably want that on 512. It might be different for you. I forgot what other number it is, but search that and figure out which one works. Receive side scaling enable. People will say to disable that, but you want it enabled if you have multiple processors, which, like, if you don't have multiple processors, your PC wasn't worth it. 100 Mbps full duplex. This helped me. Check if it helps you. Here, these offloads again, disable all of those. You want them all disabled. Then power management, you want to press that. Disable these. Turn these off. Hold up. I don't know why that was enabled. Let me see. Doesn't feel very different. But again, I made a restore point, so yeah, you guys can make a restore point and just experiment with these individually. Try one at a time. Search control panel, system and security, hit system, advanced system settings, performance settings. Turn all these off instead of show thumbnails instead of icons and smooth edges of screen fonts. I'm not showing any apps or anything because those get complicated. There's something like TCP optimizer that I use, another file that gives me 0 input delay. It's not actually 0 input delay, it lowers it a lot though. It's basically overclocking your input delay. I do suggest you do some apps and stuff, but keep it really simple and make sure you're doing it very careful and make sure it's working for everyone. Don't use things like haste that causes problems, that cause me problems, unless you have no other option. Search graphics settings, search graphics, it should pop up. And then this is where you do this. This is what I was talking about with the hardware accelerating GPU. Yeah, reduce latency and improve performance, and you're gonna have to restart your PC. So yeah, and then the app you want to choose, Fortnite, well, whatever app you're primarily using, that's what I do. I'm pretty sure most likely I'm gonna make a video on how to optimize your PC for Fortnite specifically. But yeah, if you have Fortnite, one way you can see if this is helping, and I'm sure this applies to other games, so obviously show your ping and stuff, you want that on. I turn about half of this off, but things like, so you don't really want this on normally. It's gonna be annoying latency to bug stats, but if you turn that on, apply, you're gonna have to turn on, wait a second, latency markers. And yeah, you can see in the top left corner, you can see your millisecond response time. Mine's normally 6 to 7 response time. I'm pretty sure that's good, but well, it's definitely good. I do have the PS5 controller, so who knows, and I overclocked it, which probably again wasn't the best idea. That's why I'm not showing that. And yeah, I'm also just gonna say, like, I don't really have a demonstration, so don't leave open like a bunch of tabs. It like slows it down. So if you have a million tabs open at once, it's gonna slow it down. Google, this will slow it down too, also to clear out stuff on your PC. History, and this shouldn't still be here, but clear browsing data, clear data. Also, you can check your PC for viruses and stuff. I got malware bites, but again, I'm not gonna suggest you get like apps and stuff, but yeah, make sure you get something for virus scanning. Check its reviews and stuff, maybe a video on it, make sure it's real and everything, it's good. Alright, no detections. Yeah, be smart about what you download, things like that, like things that can cause viruses. That's why I do. That's why I had 0. That's all I'm gonna explain in this video for optimizing your PC. But one other thing you can do in the beginning, before you do this, if you get to the end, or if you did mess up your PC or anything, that helped me. If you did too much extra, so go to network and internet settings, network reset, and you can completely restart all your adapter settings and stuff. But then if you do that, you want to go back into Wi-Fi. You know, I just X'd out, but change adapter options. All this is gonna reset like all the properties and stuff, so make sure that is still good. I might make a video specifically for Fortnite on optimizing your PC, so be ready for that. But that's it for this one.